Hey Pisces, it's Mama TPG with One Love, One Light. Welcome to your Divine Matrix reading. So, last but not least, this time. So, um, I've been struggling to really download anything. I'm also a Pisces, so I look at this as kind of reading for myself as well, so that makes it a little bit more difficult, but then sometimes the messages are a little bit more dynamic. So, if I'm not able to really connect with it, then I will just have to put it off until tomorrow. But let's see what comes out. So, the Divine Matrix is your life, and basically, it's showing how everything's connected, but how different energies affect different areas of your life. So, we'll be looking at wellness, career, money, and romance. So, let's start with a Soul's Journey lesson card. What lesson is Pisces working on right now? Holy Spirit, show me clearly what lesson Pisces is working on right now. I'll make sure you can see it in frame. And we have grief. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So if you have not grieved, if you've lost, if a loved one has passed on and you have not grieved, or this could be something that's very old. It could be anything of significance that you're grieving. It could be grieving your childhood that you wish you had. So I feel like working with this energy is difficult, but I think that what's going to come out is hopefully some advice on how to do that. But if you're wondering why you're feeling off, grief has a big part of it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have change. And both of these are this orange, which is that sacral chakra. So this is probably why, uh, the lessons are kind of clogging up the sacral chakra. And that's what made it difficult for me to really in tune to this reading. But I feel it's starting to come on. So it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So there we go. Let's get a Power of Love activation card. What power of love is being activated for Pisces? And we have harmony. So I do think that this is speaking to that, initially to that sacral chakra and coming into harmony within your body. This is also talking about harmony, within a relationship, harmony within yourself. So it says you're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. So not just other people, not just yourself, but even within your environment, within energies. At the bottom of the deck, we have expression. You're ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So this is not just about the feeling, it's about being able to show it, to say it, to feel it, express it. Let me get a quick sip of water. Excuse me. Sorry about that if you had headphones on. Okay, so let's get a life purpose oracle card. And we have travel. So your life purpose involves traveling. And I'm feeling like for some of you, this is definitely a lot. Sorry, I really am having a hard time speaking. So your life purpose involves traveling. So this could even be astral traveling. This could be traveling, it could be a dream walker where you're traveling into other people's dreams. But definitely travel could have something to do with what your life purpose is and what you are hoping to be or currently pursuing. At the bottom of the deck, we have study. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So it may be something that you need to research. Um, right now, times are kind of crazy, and I don't know if travel is advised, but it is what it is. So we're going to get White Witch Tarot. These are only the major arcana in this deck. So basically, we'll just get a high overview, but it'll be of the most impactful energies to these various aspects. So what's the main energy here? We have the High Priestess, of course we do. So with that sacral chakra, I feel like this is really, it's almost like pointing to it right here. So I feel like this is what's affecting your life, it's probably propelling your life, and what's also, can make you feel stuck if you're having issues, right? So what else do we have? We have the lovers, and I'm just going to get the cards out and then we'll go into the aspects. But the main energy is the high priestess, which for me as a reader is Pisces or Cancer. So then we have the chariot, and of course I mentioned Cancer, and here they come. I'm not really going to go through the signs because I really want this reading to be about you and not the people around you, but we can't always avoid that. So what else do we have? We have the world, and we have the moon. There you go. Whew. So all of these energies, you have um, a lot of, all the cards are good cards. I mean, the moon represents you, and there is always going to be shadow. I feel like that coming out under the chariot is like saying the brighter you shine, the darker your shadow is. So it's like never forget that. Never forget where you came from. Okay, so let's start out with wellness. So I am definitely not a doctor. I do work in the medical field, but I'm not authorized to make any kind of medical statements. So please just take this as a form of insight, but nothing else. Okay, so with the High Priestess in wellness, as far as the main energy goes, this is something where I feel that you're very connected to your body. You are, and the reason I'm putting them up like this is because they do prompt your own intuitive messages, so it will make the reading a little more personal to you as this is a general reading. So I feel like the high priestess is very connected to her body. When something's amiss, she's very in tune to know that, obviously um, it's time to go get it checked out or whatever the case may be, but very like knows her body, knows when something's not right. I don't think you could sneak anything up on her. And it's male or female, it doesn't matter. I'm just using the term. So the lovers here is talking about looking at therapy. So because we have this high priestess in the middle and then the lovers here, I'm thinking that some of you may be going um, through therapy, like for emotional counseling, mental health, but it also could be like hormonal therapy. So that's coming out here. With the chariot is definitely um, like a new health regimen. And so I feel like there's been kind of a sense that something's off, or maybe you've had a weight gain or a weight loss, and you're adding something to your nutrition or taking away something. There is a new regimen, and I feel like you're on fire to get that started. So it even could be, some kind of medication or something that you've been prescribed that's helping you. With the World card, this is really good health, but it's also about when there is little things, it's about looking at it from a more holistic approach. So I use the word holistic could mean the whole body. Like, yeah, it's great to have this medication, but if it also makes this other part of me, side effects. So it's looking at how is it going to affect your overall health, but it's also looking at those natural remedies, maybe even like cannabis or something of that, CBD, something of that nature. With the moon here, I mean, the moon, it represents our emotional and mental well-being. So I feel like this is something that as a Pisces, you're always going to have to be consistently aware of is, am I checking in with myself to keep my own mental and emotional health strong? And we all should. And a lot of doctors are asking those questions nowadays, but for the most part, mental health is not treated as important as our physical health. And I think that we know that um, you know emotional or mental health issues can manifest as physical issues. So you could go to the doctor and you're just like, I don't know, this is what's wrong, this is my symptoms, and they can't figure out what's wrong with you. And it has to do with probably some type of imbalance mentally or emotionally. And they don't always think of that because they're always looking for, the pill or whatever you're going to take to fix it all. But I think a lot of doctors are now incorporating that, and at the very least can refer you to someone that is an expert in that field. All right, so as far as your career, so this goes back to that instinct again, that intuition. So I just feel like, you're just able to really fill needs very well at your job because of the fact that you're so intuitive and instinctual. So it's like you recognize um, when there's a need that needs to be filled, when someone is not open to discussing things. It's just that instinct, that empathic nature that's going to be such an asset in whatever job that you are doing. With the lovers, this is about understanding that the difference between people, the understanding that people are different, but they bring their own brand of things to the table, and it's like, diversity, and it makes it a much more um, I keep using the word dynamic because that keeps coming up, but a much more dynamic team, or a much more dynamic output. So that's beautiful. With the chariot, I think you're the first. Are you the first one out of all the signs that got the chariot? I don't know. But basically, this is about that regimen. It's also about a plan. If you have a plan for your career, it's about doing your best to keep on that plan. If you've been diverted because of various things that you intuitively felt detoured to, it's time to kind of get back to your plan. With the World card, this is really talking about, excuse me, really talking about work that you absolutely love to do, and what more can you ask for? Because then it doesn't feel like work, right? So I feel like if you're not already, I think that's part of your plan, is to get to that point. And as a high priestess, I feel like there's no way that you could be satisfied with anything less. And so that's what's going to drive you eventually, if you're not already there, to get there. So we have the moon, and this is talking about those skills and talents that you've mastered, and sticking to those. So instead of, I'm just creating an example here. So if you're really good with numbers, but someone's offering you a job as at a call center, um, and you know that you're not good at that, customer service or something like that, then don't push for something just because of the money or whatever. Go for really highlighting your top skills, and don't really try to hide your um, where you fall flat, because I mean, you can always work on it, but that's no way to step into something, right? You want to already walk in with the opportunity to be on top, if that makes sense. All right, so now we're talking about money, and the High Priestess is all about evaluating what's necessary, and um, understanding where her energy, where her time is going. But money is just another resource, and understanding her relationship with money. So that is, you know, partly evaluating her budget, but also evaluating the importance of where her money is going. The Lovers is really about that give and take. So if you're in a relationship, money is one of the number one things that can tear up relationships, finances. So this is about, coming together and really getting on the same page financially, as far as budgeting and so forth. And feeling like you're both equal contributors. Even if someone makes more money than the next person, that doesn't mean that they're contributing less, because the knowledge and the care of your resources is a team effort when you're in a relationship or a family, right? So with the Chariot, we have a need to really pay it forward. So I feel like that's telling you that someone recently or within, within the past has helped you significantly. And I feel like, it's Spirit is telling you to pay that forward. And what that means is that you will be bountiful and plentiful enough to be able to pay it forward, which is a beautiful sign. With the World card says that you're sitting pretty, and I don't think that a lot of people can say that right now, because even those that are very wealthy know that the economy is very unsteady right now. So I think we're all kind of tightening our belts to kind of wait and see what happens. So with the World card here, it's saying that you are sitting pretty. So I think that exactly whatever you're doing, keep on doing that. The moon is saying be mindful of, and a lot of people have gotten this, be mindful of your generosity. And it's not to stop you from being generous, it's because you do it without thinking, and which is fine, which is all a part of the law of attraction. But if it's not included in your budget, you start to wonder where your money or where your time is going or where your energy is going. I mean, obviously, this is about money, but I feel like it can be applied to any resource you have. So I feel like this is just saying, because the economy's steady, this isn't about being afraid. This is about getting a clear picture. So pulling back from helping others so much, and if you do help others, then being mindful to include that in your budget. All right, so now we're talking about romance, and the High Priestess is flagging us down or not, saying there are red flags here or possible secrets, or there's something that the High Priestess knows about, and it could be you're the one keeping the secrets, and it could be that there are secrets, and intuitively you feel that. And it doesn't have to be cheating or anything like that, but it could be. So I think that it's just time to get real and have conversations if you're in a relationship. If not, I feel if you're not in a relationship, I feel like if you're single, then we're talking about things that you need to shed light on within yourself, because then you'll be more prepared and won't pop up with these things later, once you're in a relationship, right? The Lovers is beautiful energy for romance. It's talking about divine partnership, saying, and this could be mean that you have definitely had past lives together. With the World here, I feel like you are going into a new cycle with this person, or this could be a new relationship. The Chariot is saying, let go of the reins, understand that you're not the smart one in the situation. I don't know why that came out that way. God, the creator, the universe, give the reins to them. In the normal or traditional depiction of the Chariot, there are no reins, and it's all about trust and faith. So I definitely feel like this is about having trust and faith in a relationship, trust and faith in the divine, and trust and faith in yourself to move towards a beautiful victory. The Chariot can also mean that, in certain situations you have over emotional reactions. So just be mindful of that, especially coming out over the moon. And the moon is talking about an intrusion of energy. So this could be third party. We have this next to the High Priestess. It could be third party, but it doesn't have to be a cheating or another person. I don't want anybody to like make this fit their situation, but it could be this energy that we were talking about from the past that needs to heal so that it doesn't come up. When we were talking about secrets in a relationship, this could be something that you have regrets inside from a previous relationship, and you need to deal with those before it ends up as some terrible secret within a new relationship. So that's what I'm getting for all of those various aspects. So let's go ahead and get some guidance for Pisces. But really, you have all the energies in your corner. Venus is going to be in Pisces, may already be, I forget which day it goes into Pisces. You have Jupiter, you have Neptune. I mean, this is a really beautiful time for Pisces. So I feel like, especially for romance and for money. So let's see what guidance, Spirit, what guidance do we have for Pisces? Okay, we have this one here, and this is Fairy Stone. Good fortune. I am open to receive all the goodness the universe has to offer me at all times and in all ways. That's a beautiful, like, daily affirmation. What else? We have this here, and this is Citrine Abundance. I am aligned at all times with the abundant energy of the universe. This powerful energy flows through me into every aspect of my life. Again, so we're talking good fortune, abundance. What else? We have the Azurite, and it's expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. Beautiful. That's that Jupiter energy, all about expansion. And one more. Okay, we have this here. And it is selenite, spiritual awakening. I am a spiritual warrior of the light. Absolutely gorgeous. So those are the messages that came through for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.